been looking at the great classical refrains of the Christian vision of the end, the last chapter of the Christian story. And we spoke about the return of Christ, the resurrection of the body, the final judgment, and now we come to the fourth stained glass window, because these are not photographs of what is to be. They're colorful symbols and figures, visions of the end. We'll turn now to the theme of everlasting life, the fourth theme in the creeds of the ancient church that try to distill the essence of the Christian vision.
Well then, what happens in the end? What is the grand finale? And is our view any different from other religions that talk about these things?
Well, we've been talking about them as stained glass windows. And in the Apostles' Creed, it refers to them simply as life everlasting. The words for it in these old creeds represent the picture in the window that comes from the whole Bible, especially, though, from the book of Revelation, and painted by the church that knows the difference between the biblical what of the matter and the curiosity seekers. When, where, how? In that window are the hosts who surround the throne of God and cry with the angels, "Worthy is the Lamb that was slaughtered to receive power and health and wisdom and might and honor and glory and blessing." With inspired powers of imagination, the author of the book of Revelation is portraying the finale as exaltation and thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for the victory of Jesus Christ, for the joy that comes from seeing that everything is now finally as it should be. It's called enjoying God forever, as one old statement of faith puts it. Another way of saying the same thing comes in one of the Beatitudes in the Gospel of Matthew. "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." A mystical tradition in Christian history speaks about this beatitude as the beatific vision, the veritable vision of God. We finally meet firsthand the God from whom we have turned our face. Remember that back-turning in the second chapter of the story? Finally, now we turn around and we see the light. Life everlasting, in this sense, is personal fulfillment, and it is different from many other religions. For one, it's embodied, as we've noted earlier, because Scripture honors the human body. Everlasting life is not just the immortal soul. It takes eyes to see God, new and different eyes, the eyes of a spiritual body, as St. Paul described it. And another difference is that the self does not dissolve into God or into reality like a drop of water into the sea, as in some religions. The self in the Christian tradition is precious, precious in God's sight, having eternal significance. Once again, you can see how eschatology, fancy theological term for the Christian understanding of last things, how eschatology affects ethics. Christians fight for the dignity of personal selves and for the health and welfare of bodies here on earth because of what we believe about their destiny in heaven.